The Forsaken Chosen, Chapter 3, The Wrath of Power. Rowan staggered backward, trembling. His hand reached for his face where the blade had cut him, but the wound was already gone, healed in seconds. Before him, the Monster King sat on a throne forged from gold and diamond, his crimson eyes gleaming with cruel amusement. Behind him stood 3 colossal guards, their bodies covered in scales and dark armor that pulsed with infernal energy. Rowan straightened himself, his breath sharp. "Why do you pick a fight with me?" he said coldly. "I hope you know. You're no match for me." The hall erupted with dark laughter. The Monster King leaned forward, his voice echoing across the stone walls. "You think we are weak? This is my kingdom. I fought for it. I spare no threat." With a flick of his clawed hand, he commanded, "Guards, eliminate him." In a blur, the monsters vanished. One appeared in front of Rowan and kicked him so hard that he was sent flying through the air. The second leaped up and struck him mid-air, slashing him with twin swords. A third monster raised its hand, summoning a storm of lightning that blasted Rowan into the ground. Smoke rose from the crater, the air crackling. The guards turned back to their king and bowed. But then, through the smoke, a deep voice echoed. "Don't you think it's too early to celebrate your victory?" Lightning flashed. Rowan stepped out of the smoke, his eyes glowing electric blue, his voice trembling the air. As he took one step forward, the ground itself shook. Terror spread among the lesser monsters. The 2 remaining guards charged again at blinding speed. Rowan raised his hand, summoning an ice blade, and blocked their strike. Flames erupted along the sword's edges as steel clashed with frozen fury. The battle turned into a storm of light and sound, fire, frost, and thunder colliding. Rowan stomped the ground with power so immense the land split open, swallowing one of the guards whole. With a swift, shadow-like movement, he sliced through the other's neck. Silence fell, broken only by the hum of power radiating from Rowan's aura. Raising his hand, he called down lightning from the heavens, reducing every remaining monster to ash. Only the Monster King remained, sitting, calm and unbothered, on his cracked throne. He stood slowly, his voice steady. "You are quite powerful. I didn't expect a mortal to kill my royal guards. It's been a long time since I fought for real." Before Rowan could react, the Monster King appeared before him in a flash and kicked him in the stomach, sending him sprawling to his knees. Rowan gasped in pain, his bones trembling as the king laughed darkly. "That's the power of parallaxing," he said. "Your bones weaken first, then comes death." But Rowan's eyes turned blood red. With a roar, thunder rolled through the heavens. His body began to recover, energy surging back through every cell. Thunder rolled through the heavens. His body began to recover, energy surging back through every cell. He stood tall again, his aura blazing gold and blue, lightning swirling around him. In an instant, he charged forward, punching the king so hard that the throne shattered behind him. The Monster King coughed blood but only smiled, baring his fangs. In the next instant, their blows collided again and again, each impact creating shockwaves that tore through the surrounding forest. Rowan's inner energy surged like a storm. With a final burst, he struck the Monster King with overwhelming force, sending him crashing into a massive tree that split in 2. But the king wasn't done. He rose again, summoning 100 swords that circled him like a storm of steel. "This ends now," he roared. Rowan's ice blades rose from the ground in response, spinning around him. The 2 forces clashed in a blinding storm of power. In a blink, the Monster King teleported, appearing behind Rowan. But Rowan turned faster, his immortal blade piercing straight through the king's throat. The king gasped, fell to his knees, and bled dark fire. Rowan raised his hand one last time, calling a bolt of lightning that struck the Monster King, turning him to ashes. Rowan exhaled heavily, wiping the blood from his mouth. "That was tough." He turned and walked away, his footsteps echoing in the silent ruin of the Monster Kingdom. Days passed as he wandered the forest. Countless monsters attacked him, but none posed a threat. He burned them, froze them, struck them down with thunder, his power growing beyond imagination. Soon even the beasts began to hide at the sound of his presence. At last Rowan stopped in a clearing, energy surging around him, lightning, fire, ice, and shadows swirling together. He looked up at the sky. "I'm strong enough," he whispered. "It's time for revenge." With that, Rowan vanished, teleporting toward the city. He appeared in the middle of chaos. A massive dragon, powerful enough to destroy nations, was battling the heroes. Most had already been taken to the hospital. Only the Hero Association president remained, preparing to join the fight himself. To be continued.